Yeah, was it?
Huh. Jeez. Weird.
Yeah. Who's those two ugly dudes in there?
Hi, everybody. I'm Doug Carnett from NPI.
And I'm Shane, the Wingman Thornton from NPI.
Hey, tonight, Shane, I want to talk about a very important subject that I get a lot of emails and messages about, and that is concerned parents messaging me and wanting to know what they can do about their children seeing, apparitions, ghost spirits, whatever it might be.
Okay.
Very young children, 2, 3, 4-year-old children, are coming to mom and dad saying, there's a man in my room or there was an old lady in my room. They're very specific about what they're seeing and having conversations with. The lady told me to do this, or I'm talking to, the little boy, or whatever it might be.
Right.
So parents are very concerned, is this something that's dangerous? Is this something they should be concerned about?
Right.
What is going on in the child's life, in their lives, that cause that to happen?
Exactly.
So I know you, being a sensitive, you've had experiences as a young child with the same type of thing.
Right.
So maybe I thought it'd be a good idea if you might want to share a little bit about what happened with you, and we can talk about, what we can do and how we can, make it better for everybody.
Got it. Yeah, like you said, ever since I was a little kid, I started seeing, what it started out to be, it's like shadow people, but then it almost full-blown apparitions. And it started ever since I was a little boy. And then, of course, when I bring it up to my parents, they would kind of dismiss it to childhood, imagination. Then, once I started getting older, I started seeing it more frequently, especially when it got into my teenage years.
Okay.
And that's when my parents were being a lot more acceptive of helping me with it. And, of course, there's books and stuff like that, but for the common person, they don't understand what's going on, and especially having a parent, or being a parent, with their children, to see, what they're seeing, because they can be chalking it up to, kids' imaginations, a bunch of different things.
Well, here's my take on it, and this is usually what I tell the parents, is they need to understand that children are not yet being conditioned not to see these things.
Right.
They're not yet been kind of
jaded,
exactly. They're still pretty pure.
Right.
In mind and soul. So they're open to receiving messages from spirits or whatever it might be. When children and people are sensitive, what I like to say is they have like a beacon. They have a light on their head that kind of draws spirits to them. It draws like a moth to a flame. They're automatically come to that light.
Right.
And my best advice is, if you believe you have a spirit that is drawn to light, basically drawn to the child, you need to help it move on, explain to it just as you would you and I. We cannot help you. I'm sorry. You need to move on and try to find somebody else. Peace and love, go to light, type of thing. You need to move forward or move to light, whatever you need to do. But we can't help you here.
Right.
Please don't scare us. There's nothing we can do. So even though you're trying to communicate with us, the child's too really small to understand what's going on.
Exactly.
And the adults that have already had their minds closed off from accepting anything like that, from the majority of the people in the world, they can't grasp what's going on. They can't help that spirit or whatever, if that's what it needs, if it needs help or whatever. So talk to it like you would me or you.
Exactly.
Need to move on, can't help you. There are probably others sensitive out there that can.
Exactly.
So be open-minded about it, be understanding about it. Don't tell the child that they're crazy.
Right.
If they're actually seeing something, there's nothing worse than you shutting them down, and then they're going to be afraid to say anything.
Exactly.
So,
And remember, the best advice is, like I say to everybody, and what I try to live by, is the key to any good relationship, especially with kids, is have open communication and compromise.
yeah, exactly. So now going to another extreme though, there's I understand there's organizations out there. You were telling me something about
A TV show out
TV
there
show
on cable.
wanting to have young children ghost hunt or investigate paranormal activities.
Yes.
Bad.
Exactly.
That's the craziest idea I've ever seen in my life. One reason being is they're so young.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability, exactly. They're so young they haven't a clue what the heck they're really going up against.
Right.
And if you're getting into some nasties, if you're going into places with some entities, possibly demonics, going in, I mean, who you don't know, I don't know,
Exactly,
until you get in there and investigate that. So I don't understand how these producers, these idiots, in Hollywood, are putting this together and allowing these young children to be put in a position that could get them hurt physically and mentally.
Well, I know why.
Well, it's a mighty dollar, right?
Yeah.
But it's bull crap.
It is. And you know what? But it's just not the producers. It's also the parents, because they are considering, their kids to be on film and putting them on that situation.
Yeah. So, you know what?
So nice parroting skills. That's what I say.
Well, not so nice, Use your brains. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you
it's
don't
common sense stuff.
You don't put a young child, 10, 11, 12-year-old. They're not ready. I mean, we don't even bring anybody on board with us until they're in their 20s. When they have some life experience where they're grown, they can understand and comprehend what's going on with them.
Right.
The paranormal is nothing to be play with. It's not a joke.
Right.
And the more people are getting involved in it and finding this out, people are getting kind of messed up.
Yeah, and people are getting hurt, and like we always say, but if you don't know what you're messing with, don't mess with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, parents, be smart. If it's has to do with your young child and you understand what's going on with them and share that with them, then things will be better.
Yep.
If you need any more information, contact us at NPI, and we'll be more than happy to help you.
Exactly.
All right?
Okay.
Cool.
Good job.
Good job.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me?
I'm too much in love with you, my baby. So. This has been Siskel, and this has been Ebert, for saying we give it 2 thumbs up.
Well, if I did 2, then it'd be 4. So, what is it? The 4 thumbs?
Yeah.
4 thumbs
I have a
up?
count. Yes. This has been Siskel.
This has been Cisco?
Siskel.
It's Cisco.
This has been Siskel, and this has been Ebert, and we give it 4 thumbs up. Put your f***ing thumbs up. And we'll see you at the movies.